Hi everyone! Today I thought I'd do some crochet. It's been a while since I've done that for this channel. And I have this summery top that needs to be finished. So I thought I'd share how you make the granny squares for it. It's kind of hard to see. Still kind of hard to see because I haven't stretched any of these out. But this top is built up of these squares. And there are also some half squares, triangles if you will. So I thought I'd work on this and at the same time share kind of a tutorial on how to do this specific granny square if anyone else is interested in it. The pattern is something I found on Pinterest. There are actually quite a lot of these things, but this is the pattern and I really like these because they're, for me, they're really easy to understand. So yeah, I really like these patterns, they're great. So I thought I would do a tutorial on this one. Anyway, you need a crochet hook, obviously, and some yarn. I am using a really black thin, I think this would be classed as a lace yarn. It's probably used mostly for like lace work. It's cotton. It's really stiff, sturdy yarn. But yes, I'm going to be working with this thing. You can use any type of yarn, but consider that the thicker the yarn you use, the bigger your square is going to turn out. Do I need to tutorial the slip knot? I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to do a slip knot. Make a U. So you have the string over and pull through. And then you chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you do a slip knot into the first chain. This is, okay, scrap the tutorial. This is just a walkthrough of the pattern. So we have our little chain ring here. Make sure you know what your actual center is. The first stitch tends to get pulled up, so you can accidentally start working into that if you're not careful. But there you have a ring, and the center is right there. You start with 8 single crochet into the center of the ring. I tend to sort of lock down the tail with these first by crocheting over it. So 1, and I just realized because I'm not at my computer I have none of my tools. I usually put a stitch marker into that first. So just a little stitch marker. Little. It's not little at all. Anyway, it's probably easier to mark with something smaller, like a piece of string. So that's 1, 2, 8 single crochet, end with a slip stitch into the first. Okay, round 2, you start with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you do a double crochet in the same stitch, and that first chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So now you're going to work double crochets twice into each stitch, and you're going to end up with 16 including that chain 3 when you get around to the end. We have 16 double crochet including the first chain 3 and slip stitch into the top chain of the chain 3. This is the only reason I don't like the chains because they're so difficult. Okay, next round you're still working double crochets, so you're starting with the chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do an extra 4th chain before making a double crochet in the next stitch. After that, you're going to repeat the pattern of chain 1 followed by a double crochet into the next stitch all the way around. So you're still going to have 16 double crochets when you get to the end, but they're going to be spaced out by the chain 1. Okay, when you've made your 16th double crochet, chain 1, and then slip stitch into the 3rd chain Make sure it's the third and not the fourth, so that you still have that gap. Next, you're going to slip stitch into that gap between the chain 3 and the first double crochet. So now that you've slip stitched into the space between the chain 3 and the first double crochet, this is the space we're going to be working in throughout this round. So you're not going to be working into any of the stitches, you're going to work into the space between all the stitches. So start by doing a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to do 2 double crochets together to form a bit of a puff stitch. This first one is special because we're starting with a chain 3. So work half a double stitch and then do a yarn over, but instead of pulling through, you make another double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, and there you have that. Now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to do, and this is the same for the rest of the stitches, you're going to do 3 double crochets together in the space between the previous round's double crochets. So start with yarn over into the space, yarn over, so you have 3, yarn over and pull through 2, you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over into the space, fetch your yarn, 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, you have 3, one more time, yarn over through the space, yarn over, you have 5, pull through 2, and now you have 4 loops on the hook, pull through 3 maybe? No, pull through all. Sorry, I'm like, sorry if that was confusing, but that is your puff. So chain 3 to create the space needed between them to keep this from bubbling up on itself, chain 3, and then we do the 3 double crochets together. And do that all the way around until you have 16 puffs. Okay, 16 puffs later, you end the round with a chain 3 and then slip stitch into, I would recommend slip stitching into.
I was rudely interrupted by the battery on my camera dying, but what I was going to say is that I suggest you go into the top of the very first puff stitch. That'll make it look nicer.
Okay, so that's round 4. Now we're going to do a round of chains and single crochets, starting with a chain of 3. So 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to single crochet into the top of the puff stitch. Next, you're going to do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And single crochet into the next puff stitch. And that's the repeat. Chain 3, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 3, and so on and so forth, all the way around. Once you've made your way around with a chain 5 as your last chain, you're going to go into the first bubble stitch or puff stitch, whatever you want to call it, and slip knot. Round 6, this one, I don't think I've started it the same on all of my squares because it's been so long between me making them, but here is what I think it's supposed to be. Chain 1, and then into this first chain 3, you do a single crochet. And then into this first chain 5, you do 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then you chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by another 3 double crochet into that chain 5 again, and into this next chain 3 you do a single crochet. So this is going to help square up this circle motif now. So next you're going to do 7 double crochet into this chain 5. 1, 7. And again into this chain 3 you just do a single crochet to anchor those stitches. Now you're going to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in the next chain 5 you do 3 double, chain 5, 3 double, and then you anchor into the 3, and then you follow it up with 7 double, anchor it in the 3, and you repeat that. So you will have 4 corners like this and 4 of this 7 double crochet piece. Okay, once you've done your last 7 double crochet, you're going to slip stitch those to the single crochet, as I was saying before the battery died. Slip stitch into the first single crochet you made into the first chain 3 to secure this round. For the next round, we're going to flip our work and start working in the other direction. So you flip it over and start by slip stitching into the next 2 double crochets. So, and this is just so we can travel our thread up the pattern. So slip stitch into those 2, and then you're going to single crochet into the next one. So single crochet into the 3rd one, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 1 and single crochet into the next. Then you're going to chain 5, 5, and into this corner of a chain 5, we're going to do the same as we did the previous round. So 3 double crochet, followed by a chain 5 and another 3 double crochet. 1, 2. So there is that. And this is pretty much the pattern we're going to follow. We're going to chain 5, and then on the 7 double crochet you're going to skip 2 and single crochet into the 3rd, chain 3 just like we did at the start, skip 1 and single crochet into the next, like that. So single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 5, and then you get to the corner, which is 3 double, chain 5, 3 double. After that you do another chain 5, single crochet, and you skip that one in the middle obviously, chain 3, single crochet, chain 5, get to the next corner, and so on and so forth. So you're going to do that 4 times total to get all the way around. So the last thing you'll do for the round is this chain 5, and you're going to slip stitch that into the first single crochet you made. So you have the chain 3 here and the single crochet there. So just slip stitch like that. Okay, next round is, it's the last round, but there is one more round after it, and that is the round you use to attach the squares together. Continue, and you're going to start by slip stitching into the chain 3 space. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets into this space. Here the chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so there's 3 double crochet in this chain space. You're going to skip over the single crochet and do 5 double crochet into the next chain 5 space. 1, 5. You're going to do 3 double crochet onto these 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're at the corner space. Here you're going to do another 3 double crochet, 3 followed by a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do the reverse that we've just done. So 3 double into the chain space, 3, and then we have the 3 double crochet, so 1 double into each of those, 3. After that we're doing 5 doubles into this chain 5 space, 5, and then we start repeating this pattern. So 3 double into the chain 3, 5 double into the chain 5, 3 onto the 3 doubles, 3 double crochet followed by a chain 3 and another 3 double, 3 double onto the 3 double crochets. This is going to sound so bad. 5 double crochet into the chain 5 space, and then you repeat this around each corner. So let's do that. To end this round, you do as before, slip stitch into the top of your chain 3 like so. Okay, so this is how far you'll work all your squares. There is one more round, and that round is used to attach the squares to each other. Your very first square, you're going to do that row as well, because you need that row to attach all of the other squares to. So on your very first square, you're just going to do that round as well. But I'm going to show it to you while I attach this square to the top. I'm going to attach this one here. So you always start attaching from a corner, or I do that because it keeps it easier for me in my brain. And you're going to flip your work again. So I use the string to tell which is the back and the front. So this string, the starting string, always goes on the back of the square. So you're going to flip it so you have the front facing you again. And you're going to single crochet into the first double crochet of this set of 5. So single crochet into that. And then you're going to chain 5, 1, 5, and you're going to single crochet into the last double crochet of that grouping of 5. Next you're going to do another chain 5, 1, 5, and you're going to skip the next 3. So the 3 doubles that are into the 3 doubles from the previous row, you're going to skip those 3 and single crochet into the first double that is in the corner. Sorry if that's confusing. I don't know how else to explain it. You skip 3 and then do a single into the 4th. Here, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then into the corner now, you're going to do first a single crochet, then a double crochet, and chain 1, and now we're going to start attaching it. So I always start attaching corner to corner. Find the corner, which is this here, and you're just going to slip stitch into that corner. Next, chain 1. And then you're going to do the same thing you did previously, but in reverse, so a double crochet, and then a single crochet, like that. And the only attaching you're doing is in the middle of your chain links, for lack of a better word. So all your single crochets, they just go into your newest square, and only the center stitch, or rather the stitch you take out of your chain, is the one going into the other piece. So after that single, instead of a chain 3, you're going to chain 1, find the chain 3 on the other square and slip stitch into that. And then you're going to do a chain 1, and single crochet into the third double crochet in the corner. Next you're going to chain 2, find the next chain link, which is this chain 5, and slip stitch into that. Chain another 2, go back and skip 3 double crochet and single crochet into that first double crochet of this grouping of 5 here. Then you do another chain 2, find the chain 5 link on the other one, slip stitch, chain another 2, go back to your newest square and skip 3 double and single crochet into the fourth, or rather the last double crochet of that grouping of 5. So we have single crocheted. Next is another chain 2, slip stitch, chain 2, and let's see, skip 3 and single crochet into the fourth or into the first double crochet of this grouping of 5. Chain 2, find your chain 5 on the other one, slip stitch, chain 2, go back to your first or your newest square, skip 3, go into the fourth, single crochet, or the last stitch of that grouping of 5. Next, I'm just gonna double check because I always get confused when I get to the corners. But we have another chain 5, so we're gonna chain 2. Chain 2, I forgot to slip stitch, chain 2. Now, skip those 3 and into the fourth. On this round, the last one before the corner where we only have 2 doubles, we are only gonna chain 1. Find the chain 3 on the other square, go into that with a slip stitch, chain 1, and now we're going to single crochet into the corner, double crochet into the corner, chain 1, and then find the corner here. And this can be a little bit confusing, but here we have 3 squares joined already. So these are 3 joined squares. So you have corner, 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 and they're all joined here with slip stitches. And I don't really have a method to how I join it. Usually for the last one, I just try to go into sort of the center of it all, what looks or feels like the center, to make it look good. Do a slip stitch, chain 1, and then go back to your latest square, do a double crochet into the corner, do a single crochet into the corner, and that is one side attached so far.
Here I skip showing you how to attach the second side, but it is the same as attaching the first. I'm just skipping straight to the corner to show you that.
And we're at the corner now, so we're chaining 1, finding the chain 3, slip stitching, chain 1, and we're in the corner again. This is the corner, so we are doing a single crochet, a double crochet, a chain 1, and then we find the corner here. There's only 2 squares joined so far, so this is a corner of this square here, and this is a corner of this square here. And we're going to join this third square, and as I said, I try to just go somewhere in the center. It's not super important how you do the slip stitch. Sometimes I go into the slip stitch between the two, sometimes I go around it. Today I want to go around it. Like that, slip stitch, and then we go back to our newest square. So, double crochet, single crochet into the corner. And now we're actually done attaching this one. Usually you're only attaching two sides and then you're gonna have to finish the rest of it. Now we're just gonna do the chains like they've already been finished on the other ones. So here we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3, skip 2, and go into the third one with a single crochet. Now we're gonna chain 5, 3, 4, 5, skip 3, go into the fourth, and single crochet.
Also skipping ahead a bit here, I hope you understand that you're alternating between single crochets, chaining 5, skipping 3 stitches, and single crocheting into the fourth one, all the way till you get to that last bit at the corner where you chain 3 before single crocheting into the actual corner.
Skip 3, go into the fourth, and we're at the corner. So when you do that last single crochet that goes into the first double crochet of the corner, try to keep that in mind, because after that you're only going to chain 3. So chain 3, and then you go into the corner with a single crochet, a double crochet, another chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you reverse that, so double crochet, single crochet, still into the corner, like that. And now we're going to do our last chain 5 of this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to slip stitch into this first single crochet here. There we go. Slip stitch. Okay. And now this square is finished and attached.
I don't know what I was thinking while recording this. I was hoping to combine this little walkthrough. I wouldn't call it a tutorial because it's a mess, but I was hoping to combine this walkthrough with me actually finishing, like footage of me finishing the top I've been talking about throughout this video. But I have so much footage from just making the tutorial bits. I cannot edit together a comprehensive video that isn't what I feel like 2 hours long. So I'm gonna leave this walkthrough as it is. And I'm gonna save the vloggy bits and me finishing the top for another video. Because I do have those bits. I'm just not gonna combine the two because I've been editing this footage for like 2 days already and I'm suffering. I've learned a lot doing this though. I'm still super chaotic when recording and I need to structure myself better so that I don't have, 60 gigabytes worth of footage to go through. I don't understand how that happened. But anyway, I did have fun doing this though. I feel like it turned into a good product. I hope some of you found this useful. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here and this is your first video of mine that you're watching, feel free to subscribe. I try to post new stuff every week. And I hope you all have a great day and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, bye!